Yo, what's going on, Kicks Army? I'll be doing a sneaker drawing on the Air Jordan 7 Low NRG Bright Concord, as well as talking about updates on the channel and Kicksart in general, and my thoughts on Dreymond Green saying to LeBron James that he thinks that he should think that he's the best player in the world. Let's get it! Now, by now, there is a system already in place that I'm sure you all are familiar with. If you ever watch any of my videos and you see a stencil on the screen, you already know that the stencil is available over on my website, kicksart.com. That is the #1 source for free sneaker stencils. And actually, kind of a side point, I never really checked if there were other websites that are specifically designed for free sneaker stencils. I'm only assuming that there isn't, in which case mine is. It's like a super niche thing, but hey man, if I have the mantle, I have the mantle, you know? But I'm talking over 160 different free sneaker stencils with new ones added every single day. Like, if you guys been following me on Instagram, you guys already know there's been like 2 new stencils added every single day for the past week and some change. I'm gonna try my absolute best to continue that streak because for the most part that seems fairly feasible. I can definitely do 1 new stencil a day unless something happens, but if I can reach for 2 new stencils a day, I think it'd be really good for the website. Guys, I'm telling you, give it a month, give it 2 months, and I did the math already. By the end of the year, if I continue this streak, there will be over 300 free sneaker stencils on the website. That's insane, and that's not even close to the total amount that I want. Like, for in order for me to be satisfied with the website, I gotta see at least 1,000 stencils on there, no joke. I want every brand to have their own tab, so that means Vans, Converse, all those different brands gotta have their own individual tab. Obviously the Nike, the Adidas tabs, those are just gonna be filled with a whole bunch of different sneaker stencils. And then I definitely wanna have multiple views of all the popular sneakers that you guys would wanna see. Like, when I tell you guys that I view this website as more than just a website, I really mean it. I think of this more like a resource to have. Perfect example, if you're somebody who wants to get into the customizing game for sneakers, like you want to do different variants on different shoes or whatever, you want to bust out the acrylic paints or whatever, you can always go ahead and you can try out custom colorways on paper first. That way you're not wasting all the materials, all you need is color pencils, markers or whatever, and you're not having to bust out the anglers paint. That's just one pretty good example of how those could be used, and it's free. You know, you don't have to pay for it, and it's never gonna be something that you would have to pay for. I'm never gonna sell these things. I always want it to be for free. And don't forget, if there's ever a stencil that you want to see that is not already on the site, you can go ahead and you request a stencil to be added through the contact tab at the top of the website. If you're ever curious as to what stencils I'm uploaded, remember, follow me on Instagram. Every time I post a new stencil, I post it on Instagram, which is actually an excellent segue to this kind of middle part of the video. We'll get to the LeBron goodness in just a second, but I kind of want to give you guys an update on the channel and the brand Kicksart. So it's been about a month and a day since I've been doing daily videos again. For those of you who have been here for quite a minute, back in December, between December and January and some of February, I was doing daily videos for almost those 3 months. And it was awesome because obviously I was able to push myself really hard every single day to be consistent, but it also grew the channel. It also forced me to get a lot better at my editing and a bunch of other things because now I'm having to think about the process of making a video every single day. But by default, I'm thinking about how I can improve every single day as opposed to once or twice a week like I used to do in the past. But this time around, there's a much different approach because back then when I was doing daily videos, I was doing daily videos based off requests. And guys, I'm telling you, I love your requests. I really do, I really appreciate it. But if I'm going to try to grow the channel, I have to do what's best for the channel in order to grow it. Which is why, if you've noticed, this entire month, I've either been doing sneakers that are about to come out, like new releases and stuff, or sneakers that were just recently announced. Very quickly, let me show you the philosophy behind that. So let's say a sneaker is just recently announced, right? The sneaker has never existed in the past. It's a new colorway or something, or it's a brand new sneaker altogether. But we do have the images for those sneakers. That same day or whenever I get to it, I can make a sneaker drawing of that sneaker and I can post it to YouTube. And before anybody has a physical pair in their hands and before they make a video on it, my video will be on the site. Which means if anybody searches for a video of that particular sneaker, my videos will pop up. And that gives my videos a much better chance of being seen than if I did a video that's been released for like 5 or 6 years. But like I said, I do appreciate all the people who comment saying that they want to see a drawing of this sneaker or that sneaker, but just know that in terms of growing the channel, I think I'm doing the best I can that would give me the best chance of actually building a new audience. It's actually been working pretty well. Not every video has been doing extremely well, but there have been a number of videos that get way more views than the other videos that get like traditionally about 200-250 views. And don't get me wrong, like this is a slow grind, but I think I'm finally in a place where I can appreciate the grind for what it is. Back when I was doing daily videos at the top of the year, I was all about the numbers, all about how many subscribers that I get, how many views that I get, all that stuff. Now, I'm not really too worried about the subscribers, I'm not really too worried about the views, I'm definitely not worried about the money because it's not much. What I'm worried about is making this whole system better day by day by day. It means I gotta learn how to use the different social media platforms, how I can branch out, I gotta learn how to do advertising, I gotta learn how to make the videos better in different ways. If you've noticed, I'm actually doing intros in my videos to kind of introduce to new people what I'm doing. It's also just a better experience that way too. You guys have probably noticed that I changed up the thumbnail again, but I think this style of thumbnail makes it a lot better and a lot cleaner than what I had before where it was really cluttered. Again, it's just little steps that I'm taking each and every day to try to improve. And guys, there's like so much research I have to do on things that I want to learn to help improve me, and whether it be the videos or the social media, anything like that. But the point is now I'm really starting to think about all this together. I genuinely believe in this channel, I genuinely believe in this community. I'm telling you guys, one day this thing is gonna be big. Part of that happening is me being consistent and me trying to grow a little bit each and every single day. Because if I try to grow a little bit each and every single day over the course of a month, that's a pretty big difference in growth. God forbid I have 2 months of growth, 3 months, like this is gonna be insane how much I'm gonna grow over these next few months towards the end of the year. Like guys, I'm genuinely excited to see what's gonna happen with the channel and with the website towards the end of the year. It's gonna be so good. Like for example, the website's gonna be filled. There's gonna be almost twice as many stencils as there is right now. I'm probably gonna have more followers on Instagram, but that's awesome though because everybody is always gonna be notified what I'm doing on Instagram since that's the platform that I use the most. I'm definitely gonna be active on Twitter. I'm gonna be more active on Pinterest. Again, these are all just different social media platforms that I'm using to branch out to get my name out there. It's all part of how I'm able to grow this community. It's step by step by step. I'm on like 7 different amino sites. Like I'm really big on amino. Soon I'm gonna start advertising on Instagram. And then this is one of the more interesting things. At the start of the new year in January, I'm not gonna be working at my job. I'm just gonna be focusing on school for the last quarter until I graduate. So because I won't be working, I'll actually have Saturdays off, thank God. But because I'll have Saturdays off, I'll actually have the weekend off, which is gonna allow me to actually start going to different conventions around Florida. Like I'm not gonna go to any of the ones that are really far. I'm not gonna drive, 6-8 hours to go to a sneaker convention that's like really far from my house just for 2 days. But I've never been to a sneaker convention, and then even if I did go to one in the past, I wouldn't have been a vendor. What I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna go to these conventions that are within my range, and I'm gonna be vendors at those conventions, but I'm not really gonna sell anything. Like by then I'm gonna have like posters of sneaker prints and sneaker art that I will be able to sell, but the entire concept is just to go there to network, to get my name out there. And that's gonna be huge because obviously I'm gonna be in a community of people who particularly like sneakers. So again, it's just all these little things to help grow the channel that I'm so excited about. And part of the reason why I wanted to share this with you guys, so that way you guys know, it's not like I'm just making videos, I'm actively trying to grow this whole community. And by default of this community growing, the videos are gonna get better, but so is the website, so is everything else. Long story short, if you guys keep sticking around, you're gonna see big things happen. And I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Now enough with the sappy talk, we got some basketball talk. As I mentioned yesterday, LeBron had his special on HBO called The Shop, of which he had a number of notable celebrities, basketball players, influencers, just a number of people that were very notable in the culture today. One of those people in particular was Dreymond Green, which is very interesting because he kind of plays for the Warriors, who is the team that kind of kicked his butt 3 of the last 4 years. But for me, it's just very fascinating to see him kind of interacting with somebody who would be considered his enemy in a sense. Because of Dreymond Green's success, it caused the lack of success for LeBron James. But anyway, that's not really important. Long story short, here's the quote. When Dreymond Green was asked if LeBron James can ever say he's the best basketball player in the world, he said, quote, "I think you should say that." So basically, Dreymond Green thinks that LeBron James should be putting it out there, should be actively saying that he's the best basketball player in the world. Besides the fact that I agree with Dreymond Green 100% for a number of reasons, I think it's awesome that he told him that directly. Because look, even though that they're obviously not on the same team, even though that they faced each other in the finals 4 straight times, and even though Dreymond Green never wants LeBron James to win because that means that he won't be winning, He respects LeBron as a player. He respects LeBron as a competitor. He knows LeBron is very, very good at basketball, right? Like, there's no secret about that. And there may have been a little bit of wine involved, so maybe he was kind of feeling a little bit flowy. He was kind of feeling himself. He was feeling good. He just won back-to-back titles, so of course he feels great. But he respects LeBron for all the things he's accomplished, and he knows that he still has a lot more that he will accomplish in his career. He doesn't want to shortchange him. He doesn't want to lie to him. He doesn't want to be dishonest with him. He's basically saying, look man, you're the best player in the world, and if you go ahead and around and you say it, you would be right, and it would only benefit you because you should deserve to have that confidence of yourself because you are that good. And I'm sure he's telling Kevin Durant the same thing because it applies. If you think you're the best player in the world, you know, part of it is talking it into existence and the other part of it is actually executing on it. So let's say hypothetically Kevin Durant is the best player in the world. If he doesn't act like it, if he doesn't talk like it, if he doesn't believe it, it's not going to happen. Because somebody else who's close to him in skill or has the same capabilities of being the best player in the world, that believes in themselves, that has that Mamba mentality or that drive to want to be the best, will be on the top. That's just how this works. I believe ever since LeBron came back to Cleveland, he's just had it in his head like he knows he's the best and he's going to do whatever it takes to do whatever it takes. And that was proven in the year when he beat the Warriors from coming back down 3-1. Obviously Kyrie Irving helped, but it was the both of them together that did it. So yeah, one clap one time for Dreymond Green real quick. But that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and bounce past the bell to get post notifications. Don't forget to check out Kickstarter.com for all your sneaker stencil needs. Make sure you check out the other videos on the channel, and you guys already know I'm going to be dropping a new video tomorrow. And I will see you guys then. Peace.